Good morning. Hello. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. Hello if you're new, and if you aren't, hello, welcome back. This is going to be a library haul because I have a lot of books, and I thought I would do a book haul, a library haul. These are not books I bought. These are books I checked out from the library. So if you're interested, grab a snack, grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, glass of wine, beverage of your choice, snack of your choice. I have iced coffee in my Merry Christmas mug because it's Christmas time, right? Kind of. It's still November, but... And then I also have some Diet Coke because I can't live without Diet Coke. So, I mean, I can't, but... Alright. Whew, I'm out of breath. Alright, so it is currently... Oh, and grab a knitting project if you like. Grab something to do. Yeah, go for it. So, I don't know why I said that. So, let's get started. I have about 43 or 47, something like that, books on my bed right now. Just a caveat here. I typically get out about between 40 and 50 books from the library every month. By the way, my hair is wet. I apologize. I just had a shower. But I get between 40 and 50 books out from the library. The reason being is I enjoy it. I enjoy going to the library, and I just can't go without getting books. I put books on hold. It's my way of shopping because I can't afford to shop. So I go on my library site and I put books on hold. These are like all the books I own, which basically I got from thrift stores. So, oh, sorry, I'm going to move that a bit. So the library books are my way of shopping. It doesn't cost me anything. There are no late fees at my library as long as you get it back within a month of their due date, and I love getting books from the library. Now, that said, do I read between 40 and 50 books a month? No, I don't. Do I ever read some of these books? Maybe not, but I enjoy switching them around and getting new books, and I'm a mood reader, so often I will get books that sound good at the time, and then 2 weeks later, I'm just like, I don't feel like reading it, so I'm going to bring it back to the library, and maybe I'll sign it out again later. So that's my caveat. That's my explanation. You do not have to get 50 books out from the library. You do not have to read them all. But this is what I do, and I enjoy it. So sit back and relax. Here we go. Where to start? So I'm just sitting on my bed, as usual, because I live in my bedroom, basically. So I've got all these books. Let's start... Well, let's move the camera a bit. And we will bring some of these books over here. I've got a whole bunch of books. Oh my gosh. Some of them I forgot I signed out. And also another caveat is there's maybe books that I've signed out before that you have seen in earlier library hauls. So I'm not going to go through all the synopsis because, to be honest, quite a few of them I don't have synopsis on. They're just an author I've heard of or a book I've heard of that sound good, so I get them. One of this is Rhys Bowen. Now, Rhys Bowen writes... Where did I put the other book of that series? Hang on. Hang on one sec. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, I really should have organized this better. So, I first read Rhys Bowen when I read this series. This is one of the ones from this series. This is the Royal Spinus Mysteries. This is a cozy mystery series by Rhys Bowen. That's a B. It's covered, but... And this is God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. This is one I have not read, but I've read most of the series. And then she also has the Molly Murphy Mysteries, which is one of my favorites by her. That whole series. So I've got this Christmas book because I want to read the Christmas book. I've read her other Christmas book in the Molly Murphy series, but I haven't read this one in the Royal Spinus. So this is about Georgie, who is like number 12 or something in the line, 20 something in the line of royalty. And she does spying and solves crime for the Queen. Yeah, it's historical, I believe. I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but it's really good. So I found some standalones by her that I haven't read. So this is the Venice Sketchbook. Again, now she writes historical fiction with a bit of mystery in her standalones. I have read one of them before. I believe there is mystery in them, though. I'm not positive. So there's that one. I need to put a new pile of ones that I've talked about, because I'm going to forget what I talked about. I just need a bigger bed. That's what we gather from all this. Then I have The Paris Assignment, which I have to read soon because it's due at my library and people are waiting for it. This is her newest one. Again, I don't know what it's about. I'm assuming World War II, but I don't know. Again, there might be some mystery in it. I'm not sure. The Tuscan Child's another one that I got. I just got all the Reese Bolton books out, honestly. There's another one too, but I don't know where it is. So we'll move on. Next, I have this book I've had out quite a few times, and I'm determined to read it. Catherine of Aragon by Alison Weir. This is the first book in the, what's this here, Six Tudor Queens, about the Six Tudor Queens. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm on chapter 8. I'm on page 123. It's about Catherine of Aragon. What can I say? When she married King, what's his name? Is it Henry? Henry? King Henry? I don't know my kings. King Henry the 8th, I think, or 5th? I don't know. Him. That had 6 wives. I don't remember. Moving on. Obviously, I'm no good at history. I know Canadian history, and that's about it. And some U.S. history and some English history, and that's about it. Not a lot of English history, apparently. The Last to Let Go. This is by Amber Smith. Now, Amber Smith wrote The Way I Used to Be, which was a novel I loved, although it was a very hard read. It's about a girl who gets raped when she's 14 by her brother's best friend, and it's her going through high school, dealing with it and stuff. It was such an emotional, hard book for me to read. If you know, on-page rape is a trigger for me. And in that book, the first page is on-page rape. So, just to let you know. And it was very hard for me to read. It was an excellently written book. Again, that book is called The Way I Used to Be. And there's a new book coming out that's the sequel to that called The Way I Am Now, I think is what it's called. And I'm looking forward to reading that when it comes out. But this one, I decided to get this one. This is the same type of book, except it's a different character and story, but it's about a girl who has an abusive family, I believe. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I'm kind of scared to read it because she writes really realistic feelings for teenagers, and it's young adult, and I want to read it, but I'm kind of nervous to read it just because it'll give me the feels. Oh, I'm moving the camera. I'm sorry. Then I have a Murder, She Wrote book. I am going to be doing probably a series on this channel of reading Murder, She Wrote books because it's my favorite TV show, and my library just ordered like 15 or 20 of them, the old ones, so I put them all on hold, and this is the first one that came in. This one is called You Bet Your Life by Jessica Fletcher and Donald Bain. Of course, Jessica Fletcher is the main character, but Donald Bain is the writer. Donald has since passed away, and I just love his writing. So rest in peace, Donald. And then I do have another one of that one, but I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Here it is, Blood on the Vine. So these are just new. I mean, they're not new editions or anything. They're just new to my library, so I'm loving that. Okay. Then, who is doing it? I think it's Storm Reads and The Bookish Knitter and someone else. I don't remember the other co-host names, but they're doing Debbie December. So I got a Debbie Bakehomer book. I put a bunch on hold. This one is Alaskan Holiday. This is a sweet romance. I have read this one before, but I'm looking forward to reading it. Look at the doggies. That's so cute. I haven't read this in probably 10 years, so I'm looking forward to rereading it. I just love that cover. So I'm looking forward to doing Debbie December. I will try and link the announcement videos below of the channels I know of that are doing it. I don't know all the co-hosts that are taking part. I don't think. So we will see. I believe Storm Reads and The Bookish Knitter is doing it, but I'm not sure. I'm not positive. I watch a lot of BookTube, so I get some of them mixed up on the different readathons. I'm pretty sure The Bookish Knitter is Sarah is either taking part or she's a co-host. And then I'm pretty sure Storm Reads is the creator or a co-host of the channel, of the readathon. But anyways, Debbie December, all about Debbie Bakehomer. I think it's the full month of December. I'm not sure, but I'll put the announcement video below. All that. Next, I have some Jamie Jo Wright's books. This is The Vanishing of Castle Moreau. I have started this book. I've talked about this book before in a vlog. I still haven't finished it. Jamie Jo writes, Jamie Jo Wright writes Christian suspense, kind of on the verge of horror, but not really. They make me nervous. There's a bit of supernatural, but I believe they usually have an explanation. I'm not sure. This is my first one I've read of hers, and I do get the spooky feels, but there is Christianity in it as well. A little bit. It hasn't been preachy yet, but I am enjoying it. I'm on page 192. It has 2 timelines, and I'm just really enjoying it. And then I've got more from her, but I don't know. Here's one. I also got The Premonition at Withers Farm by Jamie Jo Wright. I just heard she was really good, and I am enjoying The Vanishing of Castle Moreau. So, looking forward to this one. This looks like it has a ghost in it, so that's exciting. This is a large print edition, I believe. Yeah, this is the large print edition. I have another one of hers, but I don't know exactly where it is. We will see. Then I have Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Grisha universe. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still dealing with a cold, as you can tell. My voice is starting to leave me already, and I've got so many to talk about. So, oh my goodness. Siege and Storm is the second book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I'm enjoying it. It's got a setback. So, I'm looking forward to reading that. Here's the other Jamie Jo Wright. This is The Curse of Misty Wayfarer. Looking forward to reading that. Again, I don't know what all these are about. I just saw these authors, and I got them. Here's another one of Rhys Bowen, Where the Sky Begins. Again, I love her other series, so I got her standalones. Where can I put this? And then I got the Twyford Code again, large print edition by Janice Hallett. I have started this a long time ago, never finished it. I am enjoying it. Now, I'm kind of a rarity, because I didn't enjoy The Appeal. I actually DNF'd The Appeal, but I am enjoying Twyford Code. And most people love The Appeal and not Twyford Code, so goes to say, but I'm enjoying this. It's a thriller mystery. It's more of a mystery than a thriller. I'm really enjoying it. It has mixed media in it. It's got audio files, so it's like audio files on it, which I'm finding interesting. I'm loving it. I don't know what chapter I'm on. I took out my bookmark when I brought it back to the library last time, but then I signed it out again, so I gotta make notes of where I am in books, because usually I finish them before I bring them back to the library, but sometimes I don't, so I'm probably going to start from the beginning on this again, but, you know. Okay, did I talk about this one yet? No. The Story Life of A.J. Fikry. Gabrielle Zevin wrote this. She wrote Tomorrow, which I have not read yet. I have it on ebook, but I really want to read this one. This is about an old man who kind of gave up on life after his wife died, I believe. And then he gets a package, which, you know, spoiler alert. Okay. That's all I know. And it's supposed to have changed, the little kid's supposed to have changed his life forever. That's all I know. And I'm looking forward to that. I really want to read it. All these books I really want to read. This book I started reading a long time ago as well, Where the Road Bends, but I had to bring it back to the library, so I signed it out again. This is by Rachel Fordham. This is a Christian romance, and I am enjoying it. I'm about halfway through, I believe. Again, took out the bookmark. I should really make notes of where I leave them, but anyways, gotta finish that. Where the Sky Begins. I already talked about that one. Okay. And then we have another Christian romance. I believe this is Christian. Yes, Pepper Basham is a Christian author. And this is Hope Between the Pages. If you're looking for Christian booktubers, I would recommend, I'll link some below, but there's, I'll try to remember. If I forget and you need some, just let me know in the comments below and I'll link them. But I'll try to remember to link them. There is Paperbacks and Ponytails, or is it Ponytails and Paperbacks? I always get it mixed up. I think it's Paperbacks and Ponytails. Anyways, Katie, she is a Christian booktuber. She recommends a lot of these books to me. Well, not specifically to me, but she recommended a lot of these books. And then on her channel. And then there's Oshina from Oshina Reads Them All. I don't remember her channel name, but I will link it below. Her name looks like Oceana, and I keep wanting to say Oceana, but it's Oshina. Just so you know. I keep wanting to call her Oceana. And then there's Keisha from A Book Like You, I think is her channel. I don't remember channel names, but she is a Christian booktuber who just started putting faith more. She's always been a Christian on her channel, but she's putting more faith things into her channel, which is really fun to watch. Her husband, I believe, is a pastor. I'm not sure, but yeah, so those are just three of my favorite booktubers. Then there's Lizzie from Lizzie Fela's books. She's a Christian as well. And if you want them, I mean, you don't have to, but if you're interested in learning more about some Christian fiction and Christian booktubers, those are some to watch. And I believe it was Katie that recommended this one. I don't remember for sure, but... Then we have The Wonton Terror. Oh, I just dropped one. The Wonton Terror. This is by Vivian Chien. This is Chien. I don't know how to pronounce it. Chien. And this is a noodle shop mystery. This is a cozy mystery. I just got it. I love cozy mysteries. What can I say? I'm getting mixed up here. Okay, then I've got... Where are the others in this series? Hang on. Oh. So, last month I read The Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. Yeah, Marie Brennan. And it was recommended by some channels I watch, as well as my niece who loved it. So I got them, and oh my gosh, it was a 5-star read. I loved it. It's very character-based, but it's got some action. It involves dragons. It is so good. So I got the other 4 in the series. Now, there is a novella as well, but my library doesn't have it. And then there's also a spin-off series, which I want to read, but my library doesn't have it. I don't know what order this goes in, but this is the Lady Trent series, Memoir by Lady Trent. And this one is Voyage of the Basilisk, which I think is book 2. I'm not sure. I love these covers. And then we have the Sanctuary of Wings. Again, I don't know what order these go in. In the Labyrinth of Drakes. This is just a series where it's a memoir of a lady talking about her life researching dragons. And it has actual dragons in it. So it's an alternate history kind of thing. The Tropic of Serpents is that one. So I'm looking forward to finishing that series. Again, there is a novella, but my library doesn't have it. And then there is a spin-off series that just started of her granddaughter, I believe, Lady Trent's granddaughter. So that's exciting. Yeah, I really enjoyed Natural History of Dragons. It's so realistic that you forget that it's fiction and that there are no dragons. But it's so realistic that it just seems like it's real. It's so much fun. And there isn't, I don't believe, much language, if any, in the book that I read, the first book. So, just so you know. The Lost Year by Catherine Marsh. This is a middle grade. I just started reading this book, actually, the other day, but I don't remember what it's about. Right, it's about Matthew. This is during COVID, a little boy named Matthew. And he finds a black and white photo in his great mother's belongings, and he talks about her, about the past in the 1930s. Then it has a timeline where it has a girl. There's like 2 or 3 different timelines and different character point of views, and it's about Hitler and about living as a Jew and living also as a daughter of Hitler. Not an actual blood daughter, but you know what they called them, daughters of Hitler. So, yeah. I found it very emotional so far. I haven't finished it. I just started it, but it's really good. Oh, we need to pile these up better. Okay. I gotta move some of these, so I will be right back. Okay, I am coughing like you wouldn't believe. I hate colds. My colds always last months instead of weeks or days, so you're going to be dealing with me coughing once in a while. I apologize for the earphones if you're using earphones, but okay, let's finish this. Next, I have 7-Year Witch. This is by Angela M. Sanders. This is a cozy mystery about a woman who finds out she's a witch, and it's a wonderful series. I don't want to give away too much because this is number 2 in the series, I believe. I've read book 1 and book 3 and book 4, I think, but I haven't read book 2. So this series is really good. The kind of magic she deals with, it has to do with books, and I love it so much. So it's a cozy mystery. She solves crimes, and it's really good, and I really enjoy it. There's a romance in it, and it's really good. Love that series. I did start reading that last night. I read 2 chapters, I believe. And then we have The Spectacular by Fiona Davis. I did read another Fiona Davis book that I DNF'd, but I heard this one's really good. So this is about Radio City Music Hall. All her historical fictions, this is large print. All of her historical fictions take place in historic New York. So this is about Radio City Music Hall. And it's got, I believe, a murder mystery in it as well. I'm not sure, but I think so. Then we have a middle grade. The School Between Winter and Fairyland by Heather Fawcett. This is by the author of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. This is one of her middle grades. I love it. And I haven't read it yet, but I love it. I just love the cover. So I got that. Put that over there. Then this one I have to read soon because there's holds on it. And I don't like keeping it if they have holds on them. If they don't have holds on them, I don't mind them being a little late. But I don't hold on to them if I can help it at all, if there's holds on them. And this one has holds on it. So it's Only the Beautiful by Susanna Meisner. This is the newest one. She writes historical fiction. And I love all of her books. I've read, I think, 3 of her books, and they're just very emotional. So this one is about what historical? I don't even know what this is about. California, 1938, and Europe, 1947 is the other timeline. So I don't know, something to do with the war, I'm assuming. So yeah, World War II, I meant. I don't know if I talked about this one yet. Above the Bay of Angels, another Rhys Bowen standalone. I just went hog wild and got all of them. So, I've got not enough room here. Okay. Next we already did that one. Next we have another historical fiction that I started reading by Sharon Cameron. This is Bluebird, another World War II historical. Really enjoying it. It's hard-hitting, and it's a historical fiction, and it's got 2 timelines, I believe. Really enjoying it. We're gonna move the camera a bit. Here, look at all this mess. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll put that there. Ignore all that junk. Okay, next we have another Heather Fawcett middle grade. This is an Ember and the Ice Dragons. Again, I just wanted to read her middle grade. I did read The Grace of Wild Things by her, which was her newest middle grade, and really enjoyed it. That one is an Anna Green Gables, but make it witchy. It was really good. So that one. Have another Christy Cambron. Did I talk about her yet? I don't think I did. This is The Italian Ballerina. This is Rome, 1943. I heard it was good. I saw it on some channel. Again, I don't know which channel, but I want to read that. I got in the hype and got Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if there are spicy scenes. But it's Blurred by Stephanie Garber, which I love Stephanie Garber's books. So, and it's also blurred by Carrie Maniscalco, which I'm not into her newest books, and I don't enjoy, as far as I know, Rachel Griffin and Jennifer L. Armentrout. Although I've heard good things about their books, I haven't read them, but I don't think I'd enjoy them. But I thought I would try it, because everybody said it's really good, so I got it. Next, this one I've had out before. This is The Shadow Sister by Lucinda Riley. Again, I haven't finished it yet. This is the large print edition, I believe. Yep. This is the third book in the Seven Sisters series by Lucinda Riley. Really enjoying it. I don't know why I haven't finished it yet. I just haven't. I do have this on audio as well from the library. Why is there tape or something on here? That's weird. Anyways, the Seven Sisters series is really good. It's present day and historical fiction, 2 timelines. It's about 7 girls who were all adopted by a very wealthy man when they were babies, but they're all from different families. And when he dies, when they're adults, he dies and leaves hints to each of them of where they are from and where he adopted them and how everything's connected. And then they go back to that country that they were from, and the second timeline, the past timeline, is about a relative of theirs, and it all connects. And I love that series. I heard about this on, I don't remember whose channel. Oh my gosh, I should really write down whose channel I see these on, but The Whalebone Theater by Joanna Quinn. This is a big book. It's got deckled edges too, and I don't like deckled edges. Anyways, it's a Read with Jenna book. Yeah, I don't know. It's about a whale that washes up on the shore, and in 1928, and the kids make a theater out of it, and then it has to do with the war in World War II, and I don't know. It just sounded good. This is what I do. I watch BookTube, and then I go on my library site and put them on hold. Next, I have this on audio from my library as well. Suddenly a Murder by Lauren Munoz. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Munoz. With a little squiggly, so Munoz. I know the N with a little squiggly on top is Nya, because I took Spanish. But I don't know if it's Munoz or Munoz. I don't know. But yeah, it's a YA mystery, murder mystery. I'm here for it. Then we have another Cozy by Catherine Shellman. This is the last drop of Hemlock. I've got the rest of the series on hold at my library. This is a Regency era, I believe. Prohibition era, yeah. Cozy mystery, just sounds good. I started this one. I'm on chapter 2. I'm really enjoying it. This is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Wow, this is really good so far. So this is about a guy who has a wonderful family, and he gave up his life as a probably famous scientist to have his family and to devote his life to his family. And one day he gets kidnapped in the first chapter, and he wakes up and no longer has a family and doesn't know where he is. So he's fighting to get back to his family and his old life. And I'm loving it. Really suspenseful. Scientific. We're almost done. I have another Sharon Cameron book, The Light in Hidden Places. This is a YA, I believe, historical fiction. I've had this one out before, The Blackout Book Club by Amy Lena Green, a World War II historical fiction to do with books, and I love that. We have another middle grade, Miraculous, The Miraculous by Jess Redmond. This was a middle grade March. They have a channel now, and they did a book club where they read this book, and it just sounds really good. It's about grief, and it just sounds really emotional. It's a middle grade. I started this book. I think I'm going to DNF it. It's The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Russian Chosky. I don't know. It's a little too spooky for my taste, and I don't really like all the language in it. Just saying. Assistant to the Villain, it's got sprayed edges. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. Mayer? I don't know how to pronounce that. This just sounds like a fun fantasy romance. Who knows if I'll like it. Sometimes I can handle the sexy times, sometimes I can't, and sometimes I can handle language, and sometimes I can't. So, for example, I loved Fourth Wing. That has a lot of F-bombs in it, but I loved the story enough to ignore the F-bombs, and I liked the romance, the sexy times. Not necessarily my kind of thing, being a Christian, to have to read that kind of thing, but I did enjoy it. So, and I am currently listening to Iron Flame, and we'll be doing a full spoiler video on that as well. Because, I mean, just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't have feelings, and I do enjoy a little bit of romance. And I'm not even going to explain myself. I don't have to explain myself. I just really enjoy it. The Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. It's my guilty pleasure. I love it. So anyways, Assistant to the Villain is another romance fantasy. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but we're going to try it. Is that it? That is it, I think. Woo! We're done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, have you found any books that I talked about that you are interested in? Let me know. Use your library. It is an amazing thing. It's an amazing, what am I trying to say? It's an amazing accessibility thing. If you have a library near you, you don't have to, I mean, some libraries you have to pay to get it, or a library card. I know that. My library in BC in Canada, you don't have to pay for a library card. So that's exciting. And the one in my personal jurisdiction has no late fees unless you keep it out for a month, and then they charge you for a lost book, but as soon as you return it, you get the money back. So it's fine. Yeah, I really enjoy it. And again, my library allows you to take out $100 at a time, so it's their fault. They're the ones who told me that. They're the reason why I have $50 out. No, I just enjoy going to the library. I enjoy going there and reading and knitting and just hanging out with the librarians. They have wonderful librarians here. I love them all so much, and I just have a great time. So I love my local library. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, go to the channel's link below to check out for some Christian YouTubers, and check out the Debbie December announcement vlogs, or announcement videos. Okay, have a great day. Bye guys. God bless. Whoops, I gotta turn this off. Okay, bye.